This video goes out to rape victims across Africa, Asia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, and Europe. Words cannot quantify the pain, the disgust, and the darkness that you feel on the inside. I want you to know that the world hears you, the world sees you. I love you, and you will pull through this because you are a survivor. Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Abby of Abby's Corner. Today I will be talking about a topic I've always talked about on my channel and on my Instagram live discussion, but today it's going to take a different turn. And this is about rape apologists and pluralistic ignorance. I know I've done it a lot of times, but I just feel it's high time that we look towards this particular direction. Now, when talking about rape apologists, these are people who point accusing fingers to rape victims by blaming them for what they wear, for being at the wrong place at the wrong time, by blaming them for being weak, and all sorts of bizarre accusations. I might not really be my high spirit today, because considering the numerous amounts of events happening in the world today, it's quite sad. It's quite sad that some people try to see things in a singular perspective. It's surprising that the world today has lost its humanity. I mean, it's quite sad for a rape victim to be blamed for what he or she wears, because let me tell you, even the male gender is not excused from this evil condition, evil situation. Now, before I proceed, I also want to talk about this pluralistic ignorance. It's a situation whereby the majority privately reject a norm but go along with it because others accept it. I'll give an instance. We all know that rape is wrong, and then these people blame the rape victims for numerous things. Now my question is, would you blame a 4-year-old for seducing our own rapist? Would you blame a 16-year-old from a poor community who decides to go have a shower and is being raped by some group of men and killed? Would you blame a 60-year-old woman who is being raped by a rapist because of God knows what? Did she dress seductively? That's a question to ask. Did she ask to be raped? Would you blame a 2-year-old child who is being raped by her father? Would you also blame a young man who is depressed and goes to his mental health doctor to seek for help and is being molested and raped by his own doctor? I mean, would you blame these victims? Would you say it's their fault for being raped? I'm going to ask you to try this. I mean, for those rape apologists, for those people who see or who blame the victims for their predicament, I want you to try this mental exercise. Imagine yourself in a dark place. No. Why not imagine yourself being thrown in a casket alive by friends, family members, or someone that you trust? Imagine them throw you in a casket, in a dark casket, and cover you up without oxygen. So imagine yourself in such darkness, suffocating, trying to breathe, needing oxygen. And then you find yourself yelling for help, for that casket to be opened. But instead, these people pour dust on you, pour sand, debris, everything you could ever think of, everything dirty you could ever think of. They keep pouring it on that particular casket while you are in there in such darkness, yelling for help and suffocating. Now, how do you feel? How do you feel as you watch yourself gasp? As you watch yourself yell, and as you watch yourself or watch your spirit leave your body? Once you can quantify and describe how you feel, please come out. Please come out. And then ask yourself, who is to blame? Who is to blame for your predicament? I mean, it's sad. It's just sad it's just sad that we live in a world where wickedness is the order of the day. And as I watch the news every day, go on social media, go through the articles on websites, and I see rape victims, male, female, child, adults, young, old, being tormented. As I watch the news, as I see the news, as I read the news, I am lost and short for words, like as I am right now. And finally, I also want to say that the female gender suffers most, but at the same time, silently, the male gender suffer this abuse, suffer and are actually the victim of rape. Because imagine in a particular society that is male dominated, imagine what other guys would say if they hear that a man like them is raped. Yeah, I should assume that those people who blame the female victims, I assume that they would call these men weak for not being able to fight back their rapists, right? I assume that is what would be on their mind, that why didn't they fight back? But the truth is, when you find yourself in certain situations, certain situations that would make you lifeless even while you are alive, then you would know how it feels to be powerless sometimes when you are being attacked, being beaten, or being raped by your rapist. And yes, lest I forget as well, please and please, as much as we know that these rape stories or these rape situations, these rape incidents are happening, as well, as much as we know that it's a reality, please, some people should not try to take advantage of it by laying false accusations, because that's another thing. There are some people who are in jail today, who are in maximum prison today. I don't know if maybe maximum prison, but some people are in prison today being accused falsely of being a rapist. I know that the heart of man is desperately wicked, but please do not make this rape issue something flimsy, or make it less serious because of one's selfishness or one's greed or one's wickedness to suffer others. Do not make a very serious situation light by just lying or accusing people falsely of being raped by them, because the more you keep doing that, you make rape less serious or unserious. You make it look like it's a trivial situation. So please, if you are being raped, do not let your own perpetrator keep you silent. Talk about it. It might take time, it might take a long process, but talk about it when you want to talk about it. Be it the male or the female gender, talk about it when you want to talk about it. But please make sure you talk about it and not keep silent. It's difficult to talk about your story, but at the same time, talk about it so that justice will take place, that justice will stand. And if you are not being raped or molested, but want to see it as an opportunity to exploit another person, then please take heed. Please take heed, because it's a dangerous game that does not only affect you, but affects a lot of individuals out there. So on this note, I want to say that I love you. I want to say that all will be well, no matter any situation you're going through. All will be well. You are precious. You are strong. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are not less of a human. You're not an animal. You are a person, a human being. A great person who has a lot waiting for you in the future. So do not allow anyone rob you of your joy. Do not allow anyone rob you of your joy. And for the rapists, there is Judgment Day. There is an adage that says it's every day for the thief, but one day for the owner. Every day for the thief, but one day for the owner. So you evil perpetrators, you evil people doing this, take it. And when next you see someone, make sure your brain is working, not your erection. Make sure your brain is working and not your urge, but that your brain, your own brain, is functioning, and that your heart is making the right decision.